Long ago in the land of Egypt, a child was born under the shadow of fear. His name was Moses. At that time, Pharaoh commanded that every Hebrew baby boy be taken from his family. But Moses' mother, filled with courage, placed him in a basket upon the Nile River, trusting that God would protect him. The basket drifted until Pharaoh's daughter found it. Moved with compassion, she raised the child as her own, never knowing he would grow to be the deliverer of a nation. Moses grew in Pharaoh's palace, learning the ways of kings. Yet his heart remained troubled, for he saw his people, the Hebrews, suffering as slaves. One day, in anger, Moses struck an Egyptian who was beating a Hebrew. Afraid of Pharaoh's wrath, he fled into the desert. Years passed, and Moses tended sheep in Midian. One day he saw a bush, burning with fire, yet not consumed. Then the voice of God was heard, calling, "Moses, Moses." And Moses replied, "Here I am. Take off your sandals, for the ground you stand on is holy. I have heard the cries of my people in Egypt. I will send you to Pharaoh to bring my people out of bondage." And Moses replied, "But Lord, who am I that I should go?" "I will be with you," said the Lord. So Moses returned to Egypt. He stood before Pharaoh, staff in hand. "Let my people go," said Moses. "Who is this God that I should obey him? No, I will not let them go." Mockingly said Pharaoh. And so came the plague's waters turned to blood. Locusts darkened the skies, hail fell like fire, and darkness covered the land. Yet Pharaoh's heart remained hard. At last, in the night of great sorrow, the firstborn of Egypt were struck down. Only the houses marked with lamb's blood were spared. "Go, take your people, and leave Egypt," said Pharaoh to Moses. But Moses led the Hebrews out, a sea of people walking into freedom. But Pharaoh's armies pursued them, thundering across the desert. At the edge of the Red Sea, the people cried in fear. "Moses, did you bring us here to die?" shouted the Israelites in panic. "Do not be afraid, stand firm, and you will see the deliverance of the Lord today," said Moses. Moses raised his staff. The waters trembled, and the sea split apart, a path opening through the waves. The people walked on dry ground, walls of water standing beside them. When Pharaoh's army followed, the waters crashed back, swallowing them whole. In the wilderness, God led his people to Mount Sinai. There, the mountain shook with fire and smoke, and the voice of God was heard saying, "Moses, come up to me." For 40 days. Moses remained on the mountain, and there God gave him the 10 Commandments, words of life, carved upon stone, to guide his people forever. Moses, the child once hidden in a basket, became the shepherd of a nation. He led his people from slavery to freedom, through seas and deserts, by faith and by God's mighty hand. And so his name lives on as the prophet who spoke with God and the servant who gave his life for the people.